we got some connection. Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? How are you? Happy Thursday to you. I hope you're having a great, fabulous, productive Thursday. Yes, there are so many things that are happening tonight, so I will make this as brief as I can, but I just wanted to share, those good nuggets with you again. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is LaShawna Williams. I am the Success Navigator. I am your coach, your guide, that accountability partner on your journey to success. And also I help you go from paycheck to purpose. Woot, woot. So hopefully you're excited about that, because I want to see each and every one of you just be aligned with your passion and your purpose. It should be that you wake up every morning and you are refreshed and you're energized and you are ready to start the new day. Why? Because you are doing what you are passionate about and you are living out your life's purpose. So that's what I want to see for each and every one of you. Yes? So I have a couple of nuggets for you today. So I want you to, listen. If you're watching live, please comment. Provide your 5 tips or whatever you learned. And if you don't want to comment, then send me an inbox. I'm always here for you. But I want to make sure this is an interactive thing. I'm not just talking at you. This is a dialogue. But unfortunately, I can only interact if I see you comment. So let's get started. So hopefully many of you have been watching the New Edition mini-series, right? Okay, it brought me back, like, cool. Okay, I can't see, but Candy Girl, dun, 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 all of that stuff. So brought me back, way back when I was a super, super duper New Edition fan, right? But it also taught me a lot. And I know I think it's episode 2. So I think the last one is tonight or sometime this week or whatever. Not really sure. I'm DVRing some of it because tonight is also Shondaland. I got to watch Scandal and all of that stuff. So I can't watch everything. So I'm going to have to, DVR some of that. But I did learn 5 things in the episodes that I have watched so far. So the first one, number 1, is that a team is only as strong as its weakest link. Okay? So when that group was strong and they were all together and they was unified and they had a cohesive vision and they were all good and doing the same thing, they were strong. But then ego started getting involved and other things started getting involved, and you got the drugs and the other thing. So then you had a weak link. And once that started to infest the group, what happened? They started one by one diminishing, right? Then you just seen it just trickling down, and then you seen the demise of what was a strong, cohesive group. The group was so strong that they even passed up on their individual aspirations so that they can stay within the group. But once you had that weak link, and you allowed it to infest the group, then you seen the demise, right? Then you seen the breaking up. Then you seen the fighting and the arguing and just the egos and the whole thing, right? You seen it explode right before your eyes. And so I learned that when you have a team, it has to be cohesive. If you're not working together, then you need to let the weak link go, or you need to figure out how to make it strong again. But if you continue to go on with that weak link, or you continue to allow your team not to be strong, then you're not going to succeed, right? So that was number 1. Number 2, don't put your destiny in the hands of others. Some people may have great intentions. They may really genuinely want to see you succeed, right? However, you just don't know. They could be not thinking about your best interest. They could be putting their own interests aside. It could be really subliminal, but they may be doing you wrong. Or they may be leading you down a wrong path, and they don't know what God has told you to do. They don't know what God has purposed you to do. So they may be leading you astray. But you are the only one. You are in control of your destiny. So again, many of us are opening our own businesses. We're launching this. We're got book deals and all of this stuff. So contracts are going to be coming to you left and right. What do you need to do when a contract comes your way? You need to read it and read it thoroughly. Do not trust somebody to say, oh, it's all good. Because it may be all good for them, but at the end of the day, is it good for you? So you need to ask yourself those questions and you need to read it. And I know some of this stuff is written in language that they don't want you to understand. And that's when you got to ask questions, right? Because it is your destiny. So you have the right to ask questions, and as many questions as you want to. And if somebody ever tells you that you can't ask a question or they get frustrated, then you need to walk away. Because if it's your life, if it's money on the line and your money on the line, then you have the right to ask as many questions as you want to. And that's what I seen. They did not ask any questions, got into a contract that was all kinds of mumble jumbled. I don't want to use any four letter words, but it was just messed up for them. They got out of it, but that was years and years of them being on the road and doing the work and performing and everything else. But who was reaping the benefits? It wasn't them, because they didn't read that contract, right? So that was number 2. So number 3, and we seen it happen in the second episode. The egos can ruin a career. When you are boasting and beating your chest and your ego gets in the way, oh my gosh, it can ruin a career. So you gotta let your ego, we all have egos, but you can't let it overshadow. And you can't let it be, you can't let it come out at the demise of your success or somebody else's, to where you are now the crabs in a barrel. So you're not, your ego has now sent you on this path to where you're being cutthroat and you're, not caring about your fellow man, and you're just by any means necessary, and you the biggest and the baddest and not even realizing that together, collaborating with others is the way to succeed. You beating your chest and wanting to do things on your own because you're the biggest, the baddest, the best star ever. That ain't gonna get you anywhere. Bobby Brown, yes, I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, I'm this, I'm that. He was talented, yes. But there was so much that he could learn, and there's so much that he probably needed to do before he went out there on his own, and he probably could have did it a better way. And that may have, and we don't know because I don't have a crystal ball, but you just seen how his ego got in the way, and it kind of deterred his career. And it also deterred the career of the other group members. So when you let your ego get in the way, it could either hinder, delay, or stifle your success. And you look up and all you got is your ego. You and your ego, right? Because you want to be Mr. or Mrs. Badass. Let's just put it out there. You want to be, I'm the biggest and the baddest. We all need a team. We all need people to help us. You cannot let your ego get in the way. So that is number 3. Number 4, you have to believe in yourself. Because there are going to be days when people don't believe in you. And you got to believe in yourself. Ralph Tresvant, he believed in himself. And he knew he could sing. And he knew that he was a great talent. And he believed. And that's what you have to do. When Johnny Gill came on the scene last night, he was like, I know that I can sing. I may not be able to do a dance move. Cool it down. He may not be able to do all of that. But what he knew he could do was sing. And boy, did he sing, okay? All right? So you gotta believe in yourself. Because at the end of the day, you may be the only one believing in yourself, and that is going to keep you on your journey to success. So believe what God has put in your heart, and believe in the talents and your abilities that you hold. So you're going to have to believe in yourself sometimes when no one else does. So that is number 4. Number 5. So in order to allow your talents to manifest and truly blossom, you're going to have to turn them into strengths. And how you do that is that you got to practice, you got to practice, you got to practice. Yes, Ralph Tresvant was talented. He could hold a note. he could hold a note better than I can, because Lord knows I can't sing. He was talented. He was given that gift. But in order for him to perfect it, in order for it to become a strength to where he could sell albums, he had to be in that studio, right? Johnny Gill, the same thing. He could sing. The boy can blow. But in order for that talent to become a strength, he said, I was in the studio all the time. Live, breathe, eat, sleep in the studio. So he didn't just rely on the fact that he has talent. Look at Beyonce, okay? I mean, we could put New Edition aside. Look at Beyonce. I mean, if she just allowed herself to just live on her Lord, like, oh yeah, I'm talented, I know that, let me just sing. No, Beyonce be practicing practice. That's right. Hey, George, how are you? Yes, practice. And that is how your talents become a strength. That's how you become a powerhouse. Yes, that's how you make your strength stronger, is when you practice. We have many talents. We were all given talents and gifts. But no, it's not enough. It's not enough. Your talents, yes, we were all given talents and gifts. You're all talented. Every last one of you listening to this, you are talented. But in order for it to become a strength, in order for it to become a superpower, you are going to have to practice. You are going to have to do the most, because if you really want next success, you're going to have to put in the work. So, I told you there was 5 things that I learned more, but I wanted to just talk about the 5 things that I learned, like in the last, I think it was just yesterday's episode. So when I see the next one, I'll talk about what I learned from there. But 5 things that I learned from it was, 1, that a team is only as strong as its weakest link. We seen that. Boy, did we see that. And we'll probably see more in the next episode. So number 2, don't put your destiny in somebody else's hands. Take control of your career. Take control of your business. Because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to suffer is you. So take control. Be the captain of your ship and be the master of your destiny, okay? So number 3, an ego can quickly ruin a career or a business. So please put your ego aside, put that on the shelf. Yes, you know you are great, but you cannot do this alone, and you should not do it alone. So yes. So number 4, you believe in yourself, especially at those times when no one else believed in you. You have to believe in yourself. You got to rely on the fact that you know what God has purposed you to do. And you got to believe in that. Yes, you got to believe in that. So I want you now, from this day forward, to know, yes, even if you got to talk to yourself and tell yourself this in the mirror, what are you here for? What is your purpose? What do you know that you know that you know that you are destined to do? Believe in that. Tell it to yourself every day. I want you to do that, because there are going to be times when people are going to be naysayers and they're going to tell you, no, you can't do something. And I want you to laugh in their face and be like, okay, and go ahead and prove them wrong. But you got to believe in yourself, right? So number 5, in order for your talents to become or to manifest, you are going to have to practice. In order for your talent to become a strength, you're going to have to practice. So those are the 5 things that I learned from watching the New Editions miniseries. I am always, okay, you could do all things through Christ's strength. Yep, who strengthens me. That is so true. Because like I said, at the end of the day, and I'm speaking to all of you, but you know, I really speak to my parallelpreneurs. There are going to be days you're not going to want to do this. There are going to be days when people say you can't do this, and you got to believe in yourself. Okay? And you got to realize that you need a team to do it, because we can't do everything by ourselves. So we need to put the egos aside, but we also need to take control of our destiny. So hopefully you've written down these these tips that I've learned, and hopefully you learned some from yourself. So if you watch the mini series, I would love to love to hear what you've learned yourself. Write it in the comments, send me an inbox. I would love to, because we are always supposed to learn from something. Okay. Now, again, I know some people watch the Ratchet TV, and there's some things you can learn not to do, right? There's some things you can learn not to do in the Ratchet TV. But sometimes Ratchet TV is just there for idleness so that you can recharge. So I get that. But when you're watching something, when you're reading something, you should be learning all the time. Learning should be a continuous process. So when I'm watching these shows, I'm being entertained, but I'm also learning. So I wanted to just share those tips with you, because I'm like, yeah, we watched them and we was all nostalgic. Yes, cool it down. Yes, we all got that. Popcorn love, all of that. I was a New Edition fan, but I learned a lot from that story. And it's very interesting to see how they came up. And I can relate to being in the ghetto, to rising up. But the struggle, the journey, wasn't a cute one. It wasn't a pretty one. But, you got to struggle. Sometimes there's trials and tribulations, and they come. But you see how they overcame that, and now you know them as the New Edition that you all know and love. So hopefully you learned something from these great nuggets. I'd love to hear from you. Like I keep telling you guys, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear you in the comments or in my inbox or what have you. So I want to make sure that you're getting what you need so that you can continue on your journey to success. I am super excited that there is going to be a Paycheck to Purpose Summit, March 3rd and March 4th. Yes, March 3rd is my birthday, so come and celebrate with me. So the summit is March 3rd and March 4th in Atlanta, Georgia. And if you are interested or want to know more, just go to paychecktopurpose.me and just learn more about the summit itself, and come and celebrate with me. So if there's no comments, questions, I know, George, you typing away, so thank you for being the scribe, and thank you for commenting. So if there aren't any more comments, and I'll check you guys later and see if you comment later, if you're catching the replay, just know that this is LaShawna Williams, the Success Navigator, your coach and your guide on the journey to success, and your accountability partner to help you go from paycheck to purpose. If you want to know when I'm coming on again, please subscribe so that you'll know when I'm going live. I'm committed to Mondays and Thursdays, but let's just say I'm coming on 2 days a week, because I want to make sure, like I said, that you're getting the information, the knowledge, the nuggets, and I come to you and help you to thrive. So without further ado, have a great and happy Thursday. Enjoy Thursday night, because it's a lot of stuff that's on TV, so it's going to be a great TV night. So enjoy it, and I will speak to you soon. Speak to you later. Bye.